when Shedeur Sanders slid all the way to the 5th round of the NFL draft. Most people thought the story was over. Analysts questioned his value. Critics celebrated being proven right. And many believed he would enter the league as just another developmental quarterback fighting for a roster spot. But instead of disappearing into the background, Shedeur did something nobody expected. He became one of the most talked about players in the entire NFL before ever taking a regular season snap. Think about that for a second. Hall of Fame legends like Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and even modern superstars like Patrick Mahomes never entered the league with this combination of controversy, attention, and nonstop media coverage as a 5th-round rookie. Every practice throw, every OTA highlight, and every coach's comment about Shedeur instantly becomes national news. Fans are dissecting his mechanics, debating his future, and arguing whether the Browns may have found the biggest steal of the draft. What makes this even crazier is that Shedeur isn't just dealing with the pressure of being an NFL rookie. He's carrying the expectations that come with being the son of NFL legend Shedeur Sanders. Yet instead of running from the spotlight, he seems to thrive in it. Reports from Cleveland continue to highlight his confidence, leadership, and accuracy. And with every passing week, more people are beginning to wonder if teams made a huge mistake by passing on him. Whether you believe the hype or not, one thing is undeniable. Shedeur Sanders has already accomplished something incredibly rare. He has turned a 5th-round draft selection into one of the biggest stories in football. Now the only question left is whether he can complete the story on the field and prove that the entire league overlooked a future star. American football fire eyes, but here's where the story gets even more interesting. The attention surrounding Shedeur Sanders isn't coming solely from his last name or social media following anymore. As the Browns continue their off-season program, more reports suggest that Shedeur is earning respect the old-fashioned way, through his work on the field. Coaches aren't handing him anything, and teammates aren't praising him just because he's famous. Every day, he's competing against players who have already spent years in NFL locker rooms. Yet instead of looking overwhelmed, Shedeur appears determined to prove that he belongs. That's what has started changing the conversation. At first, people were talking about where he was drafted. Now, they're talking about what he might become. And that's a massive difference. The NFL is full of highly drafted quarterbacks who never lived up to expectations, but it's also filled with overlooked players who used doubt as fuel. Nobody understands that better than fans who remember how many teams passed on Tom Brady before he became the greatest quarterback of all time.